This week I'm a few days behind on my vlogging just because my husband took my camera with him on a business trip, and I wanted to wait until I did the vlog and my pregnancy pictures together. So that means that today I'm 22 weeks and 3 days. So a few days past 22 weeks, and I'm doing really good. It's April 26th, and I ran my half marathon last Saturday, which was the 20th, and it was like the coldest and wettest day. Um, so I'm not sure exactly what the temperature was, but it rained almost the entire time. And I've never run that type of a distance pregnant before, so it was actually a different experience for me. And it started out kind of sprinkling, and I kind of debated if I wanted to take my jacket off and drop it in a drop bag or take it with me, and I ended up wearing it, which I'm super grateful that I did. By about mile 3, I could feel the water in between my toes every time I ran. And the funny thing is running a half marathon or a marathon, I have never had to stop to use the bathroom during a race. And this particular race, I had to stop 4 times. And so I figured that I spent close to 20 minutes standing in line just to use the restroom. But between like the baby pushing down on my bladder, it wasn't something that I could ignore. So it was definitely very hard. And being that I was fairly sick the 2nd through the 4th month of this pregnancy, I don't think I was as well trained. In fact, I was probably less trained for this half marathon than any half marathon that I've run before. And there were times that I really wanted to stop and walk, and my knees were just killing me. I saw my brother and his friend around mile 12 or around mile 11, and that was a big boost for me. They ran the last 2 miles with me, which really helped so much. I really needed that at that point. And so I ran the race with my mom and my sister, and we all dressed in green shirts because the Boston Marathon tragedy had happened the Monday before, and we wanted to show our support for Boston. And I don't know, it was just an incredibly sad thing that had happened. So we wore green, and I had a couple different bands around my wrists in support of Boston. So when the race was all said and done, like I felt okay. My knees, like I said, were killing me. And I think that's probably due to the weight gain and not being as trained as I should. At 22 weeks, I was weighing 154, so that means 14 pounds so far for this pregnancy. And 14 pounds might not seem like a lot, but I definitely could feel it. And after I was done, I was feeling okay, but then I started to get so cold that I was shivering and chattering uncontrollably. And we went to my brother's house to warm up and had lunch. And when we started having lunch, the baby started kicking all over, and that was really fun. So let's see. I had an appointment this last week, my 22-week appointment, and baby Nova was actually measuring a week behind. I don't remember how big I was at this point with the boys because it's been so long, but I actually wouldn't mind having a little bit smaller baby this time around. My boys were 9'1" and 8'14", so they were both good size, and so it wouldn't be too terribly bad if she ends up being a little bit smaller than they were. But everything else looked good, and I have my glucose test next month when I'm 26 weeks. My doctor said after that I will start 3-week appointments, so that's crazy because at my next appointment I'll be inching really close towards the 3rd trimester. So my boys have about 5 weeks left of school, and I've got a ton of fun stuff planned for the summer. I just want to make sure that we stay really busy, so and that we have a really fun summer before the baby comes. My sister's coming this next week to help me start working on the nursery, and I'll probably do some before and after pictures, but the color scheme that we're going with is kind of a pink and gray. There's a lot of baby gear that I don't have, and I've been kind of keeping my eye out for a white crib because I want a white crib, but baby will actually sleep in our room for the first few months because it gives me peace of mind. It makes nighttime feedings a lot easier. I can feel her getting bigger. Her kicks and her movements are really strong, and it's fun. I feel her all the time, and she's very active. which is super fun. So here is a 22-week belly shot. Smooth that out. 22-week bump. And I will check in at 24 weeks.